all together.
Hi guys, it's Jordan, and today I'm here with my sister, Audrey from the channel All Around Audrey. And today, we are going to be playing Would You Rather with Alexa. So, literally we're just going to ask Alexa, play Would You Rather, and we're going to see what our answers are. And this is going to get pretty crazy because I have no idea
what she's going to ask.
Yeah, she's pretty random, so we'll see what happens.
I also played a Would You Rather College vs. High School edition on my channel Odd Vlogs, so make sure you check that out.
Self-promo!
It's not with Alexa, but it's with you guys actually from Instagram and Twitter, so pretty rad.
After you finish watching this video, then go check it out.
Hop on.
Alright, let's play Would You Rather. Hey Alexa! Play Would You Rather.
Would you rather
my
have
turn.
a car that goes underwater or flies?
Car that goes underwater. I don't know. I'm guessing. Yeah.
Okay, player 2.
Oh,
Would you rather play at the beach or in the snow?
The beach. Oh, serious though.
Bingo. Majority thinks like you. 54% of people agree with you. Player 1. Would you rather be an unknown minor league basketball player or a famous professional ping pong star?
Ooh. Done.
Okay.
Ping pong
player
star.
2. Would you rather have a bloody nose every day or have diarrhea all the time?
Oh, diarrhea all the time.
You're brave.
You're brave.
People agree with you.
I would choose bloody nose.
Would you rather have your debt forgiven or have guaranteed good health for a decade?
Guaranteed good health for a decade. I didn't hear the first option, so.
Yeah, forgiven.
Oh.
Nice going. People have the same view.
I actually got an applause instead of her just saying, okay.
78% of people agree with you.
Let's go.
Player 2.
Okay,
Would you rather look good in photographs but horrible in real life?
Oh.
Or look good in real life but horrible in photographs?
Oh.
Look good in real life, but horrible in photographs.
Yeah, I would choose that too. Yeah.
Nice going. People have the same view.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's a good one. That's hard.
88% of people agree with you. Would you rather have worms for hair or noodles for arms?
Oh, worms for hair. That'd be kind of like a cool superpower, actually. Because noodle arms, like literally you could do nothing.
That's true.
But like worms for hair, you could.
45% of people agree with you. Player 2.
That's not
Would you rather fart really loud or poop in your pants silently?
Oh!
fart really loud.
That's a popular answer.
Oh!
I would not want to poop my pants. Oh my gosh.
83% of people agree with you. Player 1. Would you rather take a ride on a magic carpet or holding 1,000 helium balloons?
Oh, that's a hard one. Magic carpet, yeah. Because helium balloons, that'd be too scary. You'd be like, oh!
You are with majority.
Yeah, magic carpet. Yay!
It's like Up or Aladdin.
Yeah, that's kind of a hard one.
70% of people agree with you.
Let's
Player
go.
2. Would you rather have to give a speech to 100 strangers or fart in front of the class?
Oh.
Thanks for playing Would You Rather.
Oh, she's done!
Great.
She's so done. She's like, you know, I'm sick and tired of you guys.
Third
She
time
doesn't like
trying
us.
her.
She does not like us.
I didn't answer because I don't know what I would do.
Okay, wait, what would you do though? Would you rather give a speech in front of 100 people that you have no idea who they are, or fart really loudly in front of your entire classroom? I know my answer. Oh,
What would you do?
I'd rather give the speech. But like that'd be so horrible because I have stage fright and like I would freak out. I know it seems weird that I'd have stage fright.
I don't know.
But like I would freak out.
I
if
would
I had to,
freak
like,
out too, but
speak in front of 100 people.
it's better. It's 100 people that you don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
it's better than 100 people that you do know.
Yeah, and then you'd already have a speech prepared and you'd be able to like.
Well,
read it
no,
off.
you'd have to write an essay.
Yeah, but like you'd have like.
Or you could fart in 1 second and get it over with.
All right, we're gonna just play Would You Rather on our own now because Alexa is done.
Would you rather?
She moves way too fast anyway, so let's do our own.
Would you rather be 10 minutes late or always be 20 minutes early?
Aww. Wait, always 10 minutes late or 10 minutes late once?
Always.
Oh.
Always for both.
Okay, that's hard.
Always 10 minutes late or 20 minutes early. I know what I would choose. I think you know what I would choose.
You would choose early.
Yeah.
But like for me, I mean, yeah, I'd choose early. Yeah.
Better to be early
I'd
and
choose
not miss
early.
out on things.
But then you just have a ton of time to like just chill. So I guess that'd be okay. Would you rather live on the top of a mountain, like towards the edge, or live under the sea?
Oh, that's a good one. I would rather
Top of the mountain or under the sea?
live on top of the mountain because it'd be hard to go anywhere from. It'd be hard anywhere on the
I
mountain.
know, like you're at the very, very top.
Under the sea, like what if the glass
That'd be-
breaks and then you just drown? And also, it'd be cool because you could see a lot of sea creatures if you have a glass
But then
house.
also, what if when you're in the mountain's high evolution or elevation and you can't breathe?
That's why I have my inhaler.
Okay, so you choose mountain. All right, my turn.
Would you rather lose all your money and valuables or all the pictures you have ever taken? I think I stuttered on that. You're so forgetting.
So either all your money or all your pictures. Oh, because your pictures are like memories, though.
all your money and valuables.
But like
all
your
the
baby pictures and like
Who
from way when you were
cares?
little. Audrey!
At least you have them in your mind. I know what I
Like-
look like. I look like
If
a
you
little
lost
chicken.
all your money, then it'd be really hard to like.
Start
Yeah.
from zero. You start like from when you were a baby.
I'd probably do pictures, but oh, that'd be
It's
so
so
hard.
hard.
That's a really hard
It's all
one.
your money and valuables. So whatever that means. Like, do you consider your phone valuable?
Yeah, it'd be like your house and everything. You lose everything. But your
Exactly.
picture.
Exactly. Like
Yeah, so I mean, I guess, yeah.
pictures.
Pictures.
Way worth it.
Goodbye, pictures.
Okay, what's your question?
Okay, my question is, would you rather pick your nose in front of, like, in public, or use your hair as floss
Use
in
your hair as
public?
floss in public.
You would?
Yeah.
Okay, you wanna know this? This is a TMI. I'm getting it ready. Ew! It's natural floss. Okay. This is the gross
Okay, but wait.
thing.
Listen up. I don't do this all the time. And second of all, when you floss with your hair, like this is like occasions where I am in desperate need. When you floss with your hair, you don't just leave it in your hair. Like you take it out. It's not in your hair anymore. You just got it out of your teeth. It saves you from everyone else staring at what's in between your teeth.
Ew! Okay, but like, okay, so the reason why I said
Split
floss-
ends. You already have them, sweetie.
Stop. That's not what I was saying. I'm saying, okay, the reason why I said floss your teeth with your hair is because Audrey actually does that. Like, I've
It's
never
not
heard
even that big.
I've never
My
heard
friends
of-
do it too.
I've never heard of anybody else doing that. I've never done that in my life. Like, I feel like I don't know.
It's not gross. No, it's not.
That is.
If you wash your hair often, then it's not gross.
But like, oh,
and
I
no one's
know.
like going with your hair.
Ew, no, I would not.
You would rather pick your nose?
Well, it depends. Like, if you're going like knuckle deep, or if you're just like,
Jordan, that's not picking your nose. That's just like
you're like fully like.
if you're like
I don't know what I would pick, honestly. I don't know.
seriously, that's so easy.
No, because then you're just like,
Not with your whole chunk of hair. You don't take a chunk. You don't take your hair and then go. You take like 1 or 2 strands, maybe 2, so one doesn't break. Okay. Would you rather be able to see 10 minutes into your own future, or 10 minutes into the future of anyone but yourself?
oh, so like you always see 10 minutes into
No.
the future of everybody, or
Oh, I don't know about always.
10 minutes into my own future?
Or 10 minutes into the future of someone else.
Honestly, if I saw 10 minutes into the future, I could already predict it. I'd film more videos, and then I'd study, and then I'd actually like predict the next like 3 hours. I'd be filming, studying, eating, going to bed. Like,
That's true.
literally, that's what I'm
So
gonna do.
accurate.
Like, I can already see 10 minutes into my future. I don't know, 10 minutes isn't a lot. Like,
I know, 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Like 10 minutes.
probably
Let's just make it like
like
year.
a year in advance. If you could see where somebody is in a year.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, see either myself or like somebody else I could choose. I don't know, because that's only a power you can use once, right? I'd probably choose myself.
Yeah, because
Because like if you, yeah.
But then what if you influenced your
Somebody.
future? So it changes.
Oh, yeah, because what if you see your future and then you're like, well,
I don't want that to
better
happen.
work. Yeah.
But would it still happen anyways because that's your future? This is getting way too deep.
This is a deep question, you guys. Okay.
Say you see yourself buying a fancy car
Okay.
and someone steals your car. What if you try to change that
and you don't buy a fancy car?
and you don't buy a fancy car?
Then
but it
that
still
affects your entire future.
But what if it still happens anyways? Like, what if someone gives you a fancy car?
Oh.
Like, how do you know? I don't know. Anyways.
Oh, okay, that's too deep for me. All right.
Question.
Next question. Would you rather be well known for your singing or well known for your dancing?
Dancing.
And this is pretty. Okay, you were fast at answering.
I love dancing.
This is. This is pretty difficult because my channel has random singing time. Audrey's channel has random dancing time. So basically, we're choosing between the two channels. I choose singing.
You'd rather be known for
Actually,
singing?
I don't know. If I'm really thinking about it.
Singers are probably more popular than dancers.
Yeah, I do.
It's more fun to dance.
I would do singing because I feel like it's harder to learn how to sing than it is to dance.
Oh,
Well, actually, well, no, it depends. It depends on the dance. Okay, I retract that statement. Don't fire up. Don't roast me in the comments. Please no. Okay, it's hard to learn how to dance. It is hard. It's
There's
hard to
so
learn
many
how to
different
sing.
kinds of dances.
I'm sorry, it's hard to learn both, okay? It is difficult, and props to anybody that does, because that's hard. Audrey,
like,
you're just like, you're about to get fired at, you're gonna be roasted, sizzled to the core.
I am sizzled. I am fired up.
I don't know. Okay, yeah, I'd probably be known for my singing. I don't know. I'm going with singing. That's a hard one.
Okay, this is a funny one. Would you rather be alone for the rest of your life or always be surrounded by annoying people?
Oh.
I don't know what I would choose.
Okay,
Because I feel like it would just be bad either way.
This is like a difficult one because I'm very introverted.
That doesn't
But
mean
that
you
doesn't-
don't like people.
But that doesn't mean I don't like people.
That's a hermit.
No.
There's a different. Well, they're like
Audrey.
similar, but not really.
But like, okay, so I'd get really like annoyed with the people that were being annoying. Actually, I'd probably just be able to block them out and just be like in my own bubble.
But then,
you
like,
know?
what's the point? Because then you're just being alone anyways.
That's the thing. So
Actually,
like,
I think it'd be funny to be around annoying people because I just
'Cause,
make
yeah,
fun of them. Like, I think I play it as a game. Like, how annoyed,
who can be the most annoying?
like, I one up you in your annoying game.
Oh, yeah, I think being around, I don't know. Yeah, being around annoying people because, yeah, you could come to terms and, like, become best friends.
Not that
With
the
annoying
personality.
I mean, true. But, like, then you can also just block them out and be in your own little bubble. Then be by yourself. But not really.
Because you're surrounded by them.
Yeah.
Hello, Jordan. Hello, Jordan. Hello, Jordan. Hello, Jordan.
Oh,
I don't think you can block them out.
I don't think you could either. Okay, final would you rather question. Would you rather be there to experience like the beginning of Earth, like back when dinosaurs and everything, and you were like
The
there
formation of the stars,
before,
the sun, the
before
planets.
technology? Or
Like, be
would you
alive
rather
or just, look, see it happening. Or, like,
be there, like you live in that time?
so I live by myself with dinosaurs.
You either live at the beginning of the Earth, or would you rather be there for the end of the Earth? So like
The
live
end
at
of the
end.
Earth is gonna be horrible, though.
Yeah. So you either be there for
beginning's
the
gonna be
very
so scary.
Yeah, because you'd be with tons of dinosaurs and T-Rex.
I mean,
Like-
the end's gonna be very scary too, but then I'll be happy after the end. So it depends,
Yeah.
like, how far is the end? And, like, what? There is no end, technically. And there is no beginning.
Too deep for me. No.
We're turning into a philosophy class.
There is no end and there is no beginning. Oh.
The beginning of time. Do you mean
It's
the
just
beginning
a circle.
The beginning of Earth?
The beginning of Earth or the end of Earth? Which one would you rather experience? Be there for to like live in that time
Do you have to be
frame.
alone? Or can I
Well,
bring
in the
someone?
beginning of Earth,
Can I bring someone along with me?
no, you're by
Dang it.
yourself. You don't know anybody, and you live in that time.
I'm gonna gonna die either way.
I know my answer. Actually, I don't know my answer.
Which one would you choose?
I was gonna choose the beginning, but then if I think back into it, I'm like, well, T-Rex coming after me doesn't sound I'm like,
Top of one of the
that doesn't
herbivores.
sound very fun.
The end doesn't sound fun either.
The end doesn't sound fun either.
I live in the 2000s.
Ooh.
I don't know when the end is though. No
Yeah,
one
you
knows.
never know.
No
And
one knows.
How
when
is the end?
What if the end is tomorrow?
Oh.
Then we technically already are living in the end.
Stop! So to answer your question, are we living in the end, guys?
I don't know. You guys tell us in the comments down
Yeah,
below.
tell us down below. Would you
I
rather
can't answer that.
be living with like in the beginning,
Live with
living at the end?
dinosaurs or live.
Yeah, the only thing about the
Yeah.
beginning is that you're by yourself.
That'd be so
Like with
scary.
dinosaurs, and you just had to figure it out by yourself. Alright, you guys, that was it for today's deep conversation would you rather video with Alexa. Say hi, Alexa. Say hi. She's done. She's like, no.
Like,
She really
I
doesn't
am
like us.
So tired of you guys.
Well, anyways, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to her from red to gray, and also check out Audrey's video on All Around Audrey, where we played this really crazy like choose your own adventure game with Alexa, and it was so much fun. So go watch that video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!
Like, what if you
Aw.
saw yourself shaving your head off?
Wait, what? Your head of hair. Different question. Shaving your head of hair off. Like, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm coming with a different question.